The following is a video log recorded by D-1589 documenting an encounter with an SCP. D-1589 began his association with the Foundation as a standard D-Class personnel. During an encounter with SCP, D-1589 was slain. It did not take. D-1589's wounds regenerated and he experienced anomalous hair growth on 99% of his body. This was accompanied by greatly enhanced strength, endurance, speed, toughness, and regeneration. Due to his limited cognitive abilities, he scored at the bottom 10% on the Stanford Binet Intelligence Scale, and the benefits of having a nearly immortal D-Class to participate in experiments, it was decided D-1589 would retain his D-Class designation in order to learn new information about various SCPs. This week's experiment placed D-1589 in contact with SCP-513. SCP-513 is an unremarkable rusted cowbell. Any noise produced by SCP-513 immediately induces strong anxiety in all sentient beings who hear it, regardless of their previous mental state. Exposure victims report feelings of being watched by SCP-513-1 and present elevated heart rates and blood pressure. It is hoped through D-1589 we can get a more reliable description of SCP-513-1, as all current descriptions are unreliable at best.
Y'all are not going to believe this. There was another containment breach. And no, before you ask, I did not cause this one. I'm like 68% sure. I was just on my way to an important meeting when it happened. I told everyone there to just stand back and let me handle it. But they're like, no, Biff, you must guard this bell. It's too important and only you can do it.
In reality, D-1589 urinated into his jumpsuit and screamed for his mommy as soon as the alarm went off.
To the layperson, it may look like that, but in actuality, I was employing the age-old defensive technique of pee-pee pants. And actually, you know what? It was your mommy I was calling for. Now get out of here. It's my time. Alright, he's gone. Look what I got. This is that Bell SCP. The fools locked me in a room with it during a containment breach. They thought they could keep me from getting it by storing it in Jello. The fools. Challenge accepted. This is exactly what I needed. It grants you wishes. That's what they get for putting me, on a diet.
D-1589 is thinking of SCP-662, a small handbell that summons an entity which will follow almost any order. SCP-513 is stored or suspended in a 1 cubic meter block of gelatin, which D-1589 completely devoured in less than 30 seconds, and contained within a soundproof, climate-controlled cell to prevent ringing. It was unexpected he would take SCP-513, but not unforeseen. His impromptu method for getting it back to his cell, however, was unforeseen and nightmare-inducing.
I keistered it! No one ever checks the old fifth pocket, especially not since that explosive diarrhea incident. What can I say? It's a talent. Smells like victory. Don't worry, I'm gonna wash it, eventually. Anyway, let's do this.
For the purposes of this recording, the ringing of SCP-513 has been removed and replaced with the sound of a non-anomalous bell in accordance with accepted procedures.
Hey Jeeves, get me 10 pizzas with everything on them. Jeeves? What the hell? I want my pizza, you stupid genie! Alright, fine. You can have one slice, but the rest is all mine. Is this thing broken?
SCP-513 was recovered with a note that read, "You've seen it, now he can hear you. You've touched it, now he can see you. Never ring it. If you hear it, he can touch you." Roughly 1 hour after exposure, victims begin to catch a glimpse of SCP-513-1 when opening doors, walking past mirrors, turning their heads, or performing any other action that results in a sudden change in visual perception. Upon being sighted, SCP-513-1 reportedly turns away and runs out of view before disappearing without a trace. Questioning of bystanders indicate that SCP-513-1 is invisible to those who have not been exposed to SCP-513.
1, 2, 3, 4. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. You see that? What the hell? Let's take it from the top. No. I gotta have more cowbell. Alright, I know I saw something that time. Doc? Doc? I think we might have another breach, and it totally wasn't me. Probably. Oh my god. You want some of me? Come get some. I'll give you some dinner. Y'all can even have seconds if you want. That's what I thought. Skinny jerk knows I'd kick his ass. So where was I? Oh yeah. I got a fever. And only prescription is more cowbell.
In previous cases, sighting of SCP-513-1 reoccurs every 14 to 237 minutes. This stalking behavior inevitably causes extreme sleep deprivation, as victims are frequently disturbed by SCP-513-1's presence in their quarters. Victims able to fall asleep before SCP-513-1's appearance report being physically assaulted by it. Upon the victim awakening, SCP-513-1 flees as usual. This sleep deprivation, along with the mental stress caused by SCP-513-1's behavior, invariably induces paranoia, aggression, hypervigilance, and depression. All test cases but one have ended with the test subject's suicide. Until now.
Man, did I have a rough night's sleep last night. I kept having this weird dream that something was beating me, and not in the good way. Happened all night. I bet I barely got 10 hours of sleep.
D-1589 did not display any of the usual signs of anxiety associated with victims of SCP-513, nor were his sleeping habits significantly altered. He is well known for his ability to sleep anywhere, though this was first noted in his human form. In fact, the entire reason his quarters are soundproof is due to his snoring being compared to, let me see, I have it here somewhere. Ah, yes, here it is. Ahem. 1,000 chainsaws cutting through steel during a tank battle with an air raid siren going off while a nuclear bomb explodes overhead. Video records show D-1589 being pummeled by an unknown source while sleeping, without waking. In fact, D-1589 was pummeled to death on 4 separate occasions, always regenerating and never once waking throughout the entire process. Over the subsequent week, the frequency of sightings has increased to near constant. While D-1589 has shown no signs of anxiety and no significant changes in sleeping habits, the same does not appear to be true for SCP-513-1.
Man, this jerk just won't take a hint. Look at him sitting over there with a stupid look on his face. Hey Wilbur, take a picture. It'll last longer. Right, I said take a picture. Oh man, so where was I? Oh yeah, Kirk all the way if they're gonna get into a fight. But if it's more mental, then I'd have to go with Picard. Then again, I wouldn't mind having Cisco on my side of the fight. But then, as we all know, Picard could throw down if he had to. He just didn't really have to very often. He's sleeping again. Gotta have more cowbell. Oh man. Did you see him jump? It never gets old. And again, like, he didn't really have to because he always had Riker or Worf with him.
Can you please describe what you see, D-1589?
Oh, Wilbur? Well, he's pretty tall. Hey Willie, how tall are you? He's not answering, but I'd say like almost 7 feet.
How do you know its name?
Well, he doesn't talk, and I had to call him something, so I figured he's kind of got like a horse face, so I named him after that talking horse. Wilbur. He's really skinny though. Think Sean Bradley. And he's got these gorilla arms that hang all the way down to his knees. He's an ugly gray color and pretty much hairless. Oh, and he appears to have no genitals. Trust me, I've looked, though he does have surprisingly pretty eyes. What? Hey, it's not my fault you're not a man. Hey, where are you going? We're gonna play Mario Kart later. Oh, come on, don't be like that. Wilbur, come back. Wilbur? me.
It would appear my long-held suspicion that D-1589 has a natural resistance to cognito hazards is now confirmed. The cause of this is currently unknown, but I suspect it may have something to do with his extremely low intelligence. I am honestly unsure as to whether he qualifies as a sentient being. This experiment was a success. We now have a somewhat reliable description of SCP-513-1, and nobody died with the exception of D-1589. But that doesn't really count. He always dies. Thank you for your attention. If you have any comments or questions about the events of this encounter, please leave them below. Conversely, if you have an SCP experiment you would like to see D-1589 participate in, that can also be left below. Do not forget to employ the SCP Foundation's new like-dislike function on this log. And if you have not done so already, please consider subscribing to this content for easy access.